So I'm Woody Zuhl. I consider myself a software developer, and I've been writing code since 1982 or 3. This is my second time. I was here in 2015, and I spoke on mob programming and no estimates. And this time around, I've sort of spoke about the same thing. There's more people, but other than that, it's still very personal. So that's one of the things I liked the first time around, particularly because one of my talks was near the end of the second day. I was able to talk to a lot of people about things that were interesting to me that I wanted to include in my talk. So just having that ability to just sit around and talk with people, it's very good for that. This is a particularly good one if you're a beginner, so to speak, in the topic of agile software development, because there is a wide range of knowledge represented here. So you will find something that will meet your needs because of that. There are people talking about some of the very beginner things, but also about the very advanced things. And of course the conversations and the workshops, they all kind of gather together to give you different kinds of experiences. I did a workshop myself. A workshop is where you get to actually experience some things, but in some of the talks you're just going to listen to things. It's good to do a little bit of each. Even take on some things that are a little too advanced. Maybe you're not as far behind as you think. So the talk I gave today, which was a keynote, was the power of flow, mob programming and the power of flow. So when I first started talking about mob programming, I knew it was effective. It worked well for us, but I really had no way to know why or how. So once people started asking that, I realized maybe I need to find a way to explain what that is. And so I've kind of settled for the time being that I think that one of the big advantages that we get flow into our work by working as a team. So that was the title, was Mob Programming and the Power of Flow. Well, first about Agile, I think that the crux of Agile is collaboration. We need to learn to collaborate. If we work separately, we can get a certain amount of good done, but when we work together, we can get more good done. So learning how to work well together is an important thing, and I think Agile focuses on that. I think that the manifesto itself, if you look it up, has 4 values and 12 principles. I think the predominance of what's being said there is this is about collaboration, finding ways to work well together. As far as technology in general, doing stuff is really worthwhile. I learned to program on my own because at the time I learned to program, I was already way too old for being in school, and I felt I needed to learn to program, and I did it just by doing it. So you just start, and nowadays it's so easy to find online and to find people who are interested in helping you. Coming to a conference like this is where you can meet people like that, but even locally within your community there will be user groups and people who are there to help. They want to help. They know that they were helped to get to their point in their career, and they want to help others to do it. So, and if you're just getting out of school and you've gotten your degree in computer science or whatever it might be, anybody in technology today, you're at the right spot at the moment. So this is the time to really take that effort, take action, do stuff. What's really important to me is that we are careful not to simply do processes or approaches to our work because that's the way it's done. So I think it's important that we question the things that we think are the way to do things, that we really haven't proven to ourselves is the way to work. So this is the idea that the things that we most firmly believe, the things that are most important to us, that we have the most faith in, they usually are hiding also our biggest ignorance. We're not any longer paying attention to them. So it's critical to me to always be questioning the things we do, because that's the way it's done. That's important.